Sanibonani mabongela emakhaya. My name is Luanda Tsikedi and you are watching uMkhonto Wesizwe Updates channel. Yesterday, the 2nd of July, our national parliament set and elected commissioners to serve on the Judicial Service Commission for the next 5 years. For this function, uMkhonto Wesizwe Party nominated Dr. John Hlophe. The African National Congress nominated Soviet Lekhanyana and Fasihal Hassan. The DA nominated Glenis Breitenbach, Action SA nominated Atul Hlophe, and last but not least, the Economic Freedom Fighters nominated Julius Malema. For those who don't know what the Judicial Service Commission or JSC is, it's a function, its main function basically is to select fit and proper people to be appointed as judges and to investigate complaints about judicial officers. The JSC also advises governments on matters relating to the judiciary, basically. Legal researcher Mbegezeli Benjamin spoke to the SABC News to weigh in his opinion on the process. Listen in.
The people to decide on who becomes a judge and who becomes a magistrate in South Africa should be the people of the highest possible standards. They should be ethical people who are honest, who are serious about being public representatives, and who should represent the public and the people of South Africa to the best of their ability. So the JSC and the Magistrates Commission are quite crucial institutions because not only do they appoint judges and magistrates, but they ensure that those judicial officers and the courts perform to the standards and they provide access to justice to South Africans. Mm-hmm. So for those commissions to be effective, they need the very best people, and Parliament has that opportunity to send the best of the best to those commissions. Mm-hmm. People who have been ethically compromised as being unsuitable to be members of both the Magistrates Commission and the Judicial Service Commission. For example, Ms. Faith Muthambi was criticized by the court during her time as Minister of Communications. The court said that she did not understand her role properly, she did not fulfill her role properly, and she fulfilled her role in a way that was against the law and the standards that are expected of a person in her office. Similarly, the Judicial Service Commission found Dr. Hlophe guilty of gross misconduct, which is the worst form of misconduct, and they subsequently impeached him and removed from office. So those kinds of people, it's very hard for them to assess the ethics of aspirant lawyers and aspirant judges if they themselves have been found by adjudicative bodies as being ethically compromised. Mm-hmm. So that for us, it simply is a non-starter. You can't be assessing the ethics of others if you yourself have three fingers pointing back at you. Mm-hmm. So we think that they are not suitable, and it was in fact a mistake for Parliament today to put forward the name of Ms. Muthambi to the Magistrates Commission. Legally, one can say that it is above board, but the law is not the only consideration. That's why we emphasize the issue of ethics. And in fact, we for the last 3-4 years, Judges Matter has been clear that we want a code of conduct for the Magistrates Commission and the Judicial Service Commission. We want commissioners on those commissioners to be quite serious in their responsibilities. They must adhere to high ethical standards, and if they fail to do so, there should be a possibility for them to be recalled. That code of conduct will not only be a legal document, it is an ethical document. And so for us, ethics are much more important. Whatever is written in the law is obviously important, but it's not the whole story, because the people that we want on those commissions are the people who will be assessing the ethics of lawyers, because one of the criterions of being appointed as a judge is that you must be a fit and proper person. You must be an ethical person. So it is ironic for you to be tested on your ethics by people who have been found conclusively that they have not acted ethically. It would be great if the law was changed to keep up with the ethical standards required for public office. But we don't think that we should wait until the law is changed. Already as South Africans, we know what is right, we know what is wrong. We don't need the law to tell us that. But we know that from our own ethical standards and the ethical standards that should be expected from people who discharge an important constitutional responsibility, an important public function. Those people, we should be able to quite easily say, look, we want the best to come forward. We want people who are honest and ethical to do the job. And that doesn't really need the law to be amended for that kind of thing to happen. And what we as Judges Matter are saying is that Parliament now has that responsibility, and Parliament should do so when it comes to nominating people to the Magistrates Commission and the Judicial Service Commission.
Thank you, Mbegezeli, for your views. Now, my view to our viewers right now is to remind you all to subscribe to this channel and like this video, and also share the link to this video with your family and friends. Well, basically, this is from us. This is Hlophe signing out.